forgot I didn't turn my microphone on. Now it is on. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, you are not a failure. This is currently 1:48 p.m. a.m. here in Nigeria, and I couldn't just sleep because I've been thinking about so many things. Let me know if you can hear me. I've been thinking of so many things. This will be a bit vulnerable, but then I've been thinking about so many things, and I started thinking about this YouTube journey. I remember I started YouTube 3 years ago. This year makes it 3 years ago I started YouTube, and I was just thinking about life generally and everything. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Kindly subscribe to my channel. And I was just thinking about life generally, and I was just, reminiscing on everything that has happened on my journey so far. Yeah, I was just thinking, and I thought to just come on here to just talk about it. Let me know if you can hear me in the comment section. Hello, Felvel Pradipta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for joining my live. Yeah. So I was just thinking generally about YouTube, how happy I was to start YouTube. I tell you, 3 years ago when I started YouTube, I was so happy. It was one of the most happiest things I ever did. It is still the most happiest thing I have ever done, because I don't want to discourage anyone. If you're thinking of starting your own YouTube channel, yes, it's totally fine. And I remember how happy I was 3 years ago. I remember how much I invested. I got my lights, I got my phones, I got everything, and the journey started. The journey started well. It was going well until I don't know what happened, but then that is not the point. Well, I feel I was still pushing it, I was still pushing myself, because I have other jobs I'm also doing aside from YouTube. But I was just thinking, recently I met with someone, and the person just told me randomly, "Oh, I saw you on YouTube." I said, "Wow, that's good. Did you watch my videos?" "Oh yeah, I did. I watched your videos." But what happened 3 years ago? You started YouTube 3 years ago, and you're still on 300 followers? I mean, subscribers? Why? What happened? I didn't know what to reply with, and it it almost killed my spirit. It's made me feel like at that point, that statement, I don't know what the person meant, if the person was just saying it genuinely, or the person was just, saying their truths. Some people can be that blunt without considering your own feelings, you know, and it almost killed my spirit. I became sad in my spirit, even though I didn't show it outwardly. This person kept hammering on the fact that I should have grown past that number. What is it? What is happening? Other people are growing. I've been there for more than 3 years. That wasn't a good number. I felt bad, honestly. I felt really, really bad. I felt very sad. That day, I really felt sad. I think those were that day was one of the days that words would really get to me. I tell you, that day was one of the days words really, really got to me. If you are here, kindly leave a comment in the section. Kindly subscribe to my channel too. And I was dumbfounded. I couldn't say anything. I couldn't reply. But then that thought has been coming to me ever since. Yeah, UK, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm fine. How are you doing too? How are you too? I am fine. I'm trying to be fine. That is why I'm here. And that day, that thought, that question keeps coming back to me that you should have grown past this number. Other people, I don't understand that language, but I understand the first one that, hello, how are you? I am fine. How are you too? How are you doing too? And that thought keeps coming back to me. Medi, I am from Nigeria. I am from Nigeria. Where are you from? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. And that thought keeps coming back to me that other people have gone past that number, even people who haven't, been there for so long are really doing big numbers of subscriber. What are you doing? And this and that. And that keep, and it's began. Oh, Morocco. How is Morocco? Good to hear. How is Morocco? Thank you very much. Thank you. And it began to want to weigh my spirit down and make me feel like a failure. But no, I am not a failure. And I'm just here, to encourage anyone. I don't know what phase you are in. I don't know what you're doing that seems like you're not getting the result you want. Meanwhile, other people are getting the results they want and it wants to weigh you down. I'm just here to encourage you. Do not let that weigh you down. I believe in times and seasons. I believe everyone have their own time, everyone have their own season in life. Even the Bible says there is time for everything. I believe everyone has a season, everyone have their own time. And so far you're putting in the work you're supposed to put in, you're trying your best, and things aren't working out the way you want, that doesn't mean things won't work out. Oh, that's good. You currently live in Dubai. How's Dubai, Mehdi? Good to hear. How's Dubai? That doesn't mean things won't work out. That day I felt so bad. I didn't feel bad at the person. I just felt bad at myself because at first I thought that was the problem. And yes, I started to say, oh yes, people who got on here in the short time have done big numbers. So why should I not have been able to do such numbers even after 3 years? I began to question myself. I began to say a lot of things to myself, and that wanted to weigh me down. And that is it. People say some things to you, not because they want to make you feel bad, but how you receive it actually matters. How you receive those things they say to you matter. I think I received that word that particular day, and I didn't receive it well. Oh, that's good. Netherlands. How's Netherlands? Good to hear. I didn't receive it. I didn't receive it well. I received it in a place of hurt, in a place of sadness. It made me sad. It made me hurt. Even though I didn't tell the person I was hurt, it made me sad. I wasn't happy at all. But then this morning, I was just thinking about it, and I said, no, I'm not a failure. I am not a failure. Same thing with you. If you're currently going through anything and you feel it's not working out, that doesn't mean you're a failure. If you're currently working on a project and you have some other people also working on the same project, and you think they are doing well, but you are not doing well, then it's not yet your time. You don't have to give up. I look sad. No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. I'm okay. So if you're currently working on a project and you think you have already projected how successful you want the project to be, and it's not coming forth, and other people, hi Gasindias, hi, good to see you, good to hear from you. If you're currently working on a project, like I was saying, and you're not getting the results you want to get, and you feel other people are getting their results, that doesn't make you a failure. That shouldn't make you see yourself as a failure. That shouldn't even stop you from continuing the project. That is my main point of coming on here this morning. That is my main point of coming live, to just speak to myself and also speak to any other person out there that might be feeling bad or feeling sad about a particular project, about a particular thing they are doing in their life that is not yet working as they want it to work. It doesn't make you a failure. It doesn't make you a failure. The fact that something is not working out now doesn't mean it will not work out later. The fact that it is working for A and not working for you does not mean it will not still work for you. Never consider yourself a failure. You are not a failure. Never you consider yourself a failure. And do not let whatever is being said to you get to you, especially when they are negative things. Do not let whatever is being said to you get to you, especially the negatives. Sometimes, if you don't quickly repel these negative talks, if you don't quickly replace them with the positive talks, they might get to you. I think something I did that day was I didn't quickly, say the positively affirm myself at that point, even though not loudly, maybe silently. I didn't do that immediately. I was just sad. My immediate reaction was just being sad, which was not supposed to be. But I was just thinking about it again this morning, and I was like, no, I'm not a failure, because I started to remember some other project I have worked on that became successful. So why will this one now make me a failure? Never consider yourself a failure. And that is why, oh yes, good evening, Omolara Babayemi. Yes, I am not a failure. You are not a failure. We are not failures. So the fact that something is not working out now doesn't mean it will not work out later. The fact that other people are getting it right, like right now, doesn't mean you will not get it right. And that is what I've been saying to myself. And I just thought to share. Nobody is a failure. Midi, I don't understand what you wrote there. Can you translate in English? Let me get you. And that is why the place of positive affirmation is very important. Positively affirming yourself in the midst of whatever it is. Positive affirmation can never be overemphasized. Positive affirmation goes a long way. Even if you're not seeing the results you want and you keep affirming yourself positively, the result will definitely come someday. It will still come. It will definitely come. Well, I don't know the motive of that person actually, but The person might be saying their own honest truth. They might be saying their own truth, but I didn't take it. It didn't meet me in a good place. Let me put it that way. It didn't meet me in a good place. Mehdi, can you tell us about your country? Oh, that would be another time. I'm not here to talk about my country right now. I will do that maybe some other life. But basically, I'm just here to say that you're not a failure. The fact that something is not working now does not mean it's not work later. The fact that people have gone ahead of you doesn't mean that you are a failure, and doesn't mean that you will not also move at the pace, even more than the pace you want to move. And yes, some people might be getting it right, like immediately, and you've been there and not getting it right. It doesn't mean you are a failure. To me, it's more like you learning so many things. You're learning, and it might be a preparation ground for you and for some other people that will be coming behind you, for you to also teach them what it means to persevere. Always remember that you're not a failure. You are not a failure. You are excelling how God wants you to excel. Things are working out just perfectly. Sometimes our own timing might just be different from God's timing. Our own timing might be totally different from God's timing. Sometimes we just want to rush things up. Sometimes we are using other people's timing for our time. Sometimes we are using other people's calendar for our calendar. Sometimes we just have a time frame, and when it doesn't work at that time, we feel the whole world is against us. We feel everything is over, and it's not. That is not it. That is not it. So, yes, never consider yourself a failure. Even though it is not going as planned, even though what you want is not coming, you are not a failure. Never you consider yourself a failure. And that is what I've been telling myself over the past few minutes that I just had that thought. I am not a failure. I am not a failure. And I'm just here to encourage anyone that is going through the same thing. It might not be YouTube, it might be something else. It might be a project you're working on. It might just be something entirely different that you've really been working on, and you're seeing other people excel in that thing, and you keep doing it, it's not excelling. You keep putting in your best. You keep working towards getting the result, and it's not coming yet. It doesn't make you a failure. Hold on. Continue to do it. You're going to hit gold someday. You are not a failure. No one, I think no one, I don't even think anyone was born a failure. Sometimes it is just because of our timing. We want to rush things. We put a time frame for things, and when don't work out that way, we feel, oh, that is the end. And sometimes we allow people be the ones. We allow people put us in a box, a time frame box. We allow people decide when things should happen for us, and when they are not happening, they make us sad. And by the time you begin to be sad, your line of thoughts might be distorted. That is just the truth. By the time you begin to allow sadness, by the time you begin to allow agitation, anxiety, your line of thoughts will just begin to be distorted, and you wouldn't even know how to go about that thing anymore. In fact, you might feel like quitting. You might feel like quitting. And the main deal is when you quit. Quitting is like the main deal. When you quit is the main deal. I mean, that is what will happen when you allow these negative things get to you. Never consider yourself a failure. You are not a failure. The fact that it is not working out today does not mean it will not work out tomorrow. And when I mean tomorrow, tomorrow could be months, could be years, it could be weeks, it could be days, it could be in the next minute, it could be in the next second. So never consider yourself a failure. When the thought of you being a failure comes, counter it with the times that you have won. Counter it with the times that you have really succeeded in carrying out projects. Counter it with the times you have really succeeded in handling projects and they were successful. Never you see yourself as a failure. Never you consider yourself as a failure. I know there are some people, so many people who can resonate with what I'm saying. So many of you can resonate with what I'm saying as per you having to try something for a long time and not getting the results you truly desire, and somebody else just coming into the picture doing the same thing that you have been trying for years and they succeeding, it could be overwhelming. I tell you, it could be overwhelming, but that doesn't mean you are a failure. Yes, it doesn't mean you're a failure. The fact that it's not working for you yet doesn't mean it will not work for you. And the fact that it is working for another person means it is that person's time to shine. And it's your turn to clap for the person. Your own time will still come. So everything I'm saying right now is more like I'm also encouraging myself. I'm also trying to, encourage myself as much as I'm encouraging you. So whatever I'm saying is more like an encouragement for myself too. Because I tell you, it's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. Having to make videos, edit videos, even in with your tight schedule, you know, it's really overwhelming. And then you see some other people just come into the picture in less than a month, 2 months, boom, they've gone. And you're wondering, what is it? What am I not doing well? And you're trying to be authentic as authentic as possible. You don't have to give up. You are not a failure. You can never be a failure. God has not called you to be a failure. You are becoming. Yes, you are becoming. Your time is coming. Thank you, ER. Do have a great day too. Your time is coming. You are not a failure. You are becoming. You are on the way to success. So giving up or quitting is the last thing that should ever come to your mind. You're allowed to feel sad at some point. Of course, we are human. You might feel sad. You might feel bad about the whole situation, but do not quit and do not think you are a failure. Never consider yourself a failure. Never you consider yourself a failure. You are not a failure. So if there's anything you're going through right now that you're about to give up on, don't give up. You are not a failure. If there's anything you're going through right now and you're already judging yourself or giving yourself or concluding that it can never work out, no, it will work out. It will work out. You are not a failure. Just keep having it at the back of your mind that it's going to work out. It might not work out now, but just know that it will work out. That is the first mindset shift you should have. that whatever you want right now, whatever you are working towards, whatever you are working on that seems not to be working right now will still work out. It will still work out. You are not a failure. And don't forget the place of positively affirming yourself at every point in time. Whatever, no matter what happens, continue to positively affirm yourself. I think I've mentioned 3 points. Number one, do not let anything anyone says badly about you or about what you're working on get to you. Number two, positively affirm yourself at every point in time. Continue to affirm yourself no matter what the situation may look like, no matter what it looks like, positively affirm yourself. Number three, the fact that it's not working out now doesn't mean it will not work out. The fact that you've been laboring, sweating over that situation and it's looking like it's not working out now doesn't mean it will not work out later. Another thing is when it's working out for other people around you, clap for them because your own time will also come. Clap for them. Never feel sad about a situation. Never you feel bad about a situation. Never you feel rejected or dejected to the point of thinking of quitting. You cannot quit. Just because something is not working out the way you want doesn't mean you have to quit. Just because it's not going the way you plan doesn't mean you have to quit. You don't have to quit. You don't have to quit. You don't have to stop. You just have to keep going and have it at the back of your mind with the mindset that it's going to work out someday. And someday could mean the next minute, the next second, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. Just keep holding on. So that string of it's going to work out. It will work out. And never you think you are a failure. You are never a failure. Yeah, it's almost 30 minutes. Thank you for coming to my live. Everyone that has joined this live, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that has left a comment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. My eyes are looking this way because I'm supposed to be sleeping right now, but I just had to go do this live and speak to myself, speak to anyone there that needs a little encouragement. Thank you so much. Let me know the type of videos you want me to drop. I want to get a review from you. Let me know the type of videos you want on my channel that you really enjoy watching on other people's channel that you also want on my channel, and let's see how it goes. If you're a Nigerian, have a wonderful night rest. If you are not, wherever you are, Odudua, sorry, have a good day. Thank you for coming to my live. Bye. See you next time.